Right, hello and welcome. Today we are going over one of the most highly requested cars in Gran Turismo 7 history. This is the Lexus LFA, and in today's video we are going to see how good it is and be answering the question of, was this car worth the wait? So first things first, to actually get your hands on the Lexus LFA, you're going to need to head on over to Brand Central and pick this vehicle up for 1.5 million credits. Now that is a very steep price for a vehicle like this, but we also need to remember this car was extremely limited. With there only being 500 units ever produced, it's a very well sought after car, and if we look at the market we just see that that price keeps increasing as the years go by. So this car is, for a 2010 model, still groundbreaking. This car's iconic V10 engine, which is sort of the reason everyone wanted this thing, because this has to be one of the best sounding V10s ever, one of the best sounding engines ever in existence. I mean, just hearing that noise from the high revving V10 engine that produces 552 brake horsepower, that is 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.7 seconds, and a top speed of 325 kilometers per hour. Now the vehicle only weighs 1,480 kgs, which isn't much at all. It's under 3,300 pounds. So the car is rather lightweight. It has more than enough power and it sings angelic songs. This Lexus LFA has everything it needs to be one of the best driving cars in Gran Turismo 7. Now, when it comes to going around Kyoto Driving Park using this vehicle, well, you're just gonna enjoy every single minute of it. The car's braking is incredible. It's very responsive. The car's acceleration is immediate, and as I said, that V10, it just roars. That thing screams, it sings, it's just it's so good. It's such a good sound. Now around Kyoto Driving Park you are going to be setting lap times around a 1 minute 48 second mark bone stock. But I mean, look at it like this car, 2010, it's still performing how some late 2020 model sports cars are performing. It's not to say that the Lexus LFA is gonna be, wow, one of the greatest, fastest cars ever. No, but for its time, this car was well advanced. That's why it can compete with very modern sports cars. So the Lexus LFA, for 1.5 million credits, right now I can see, okay, it is well worth it. Okay, I won't say well worth it, but I can see why you would pay that. But let's say you aren't really too chuffed with the performance, because look, down Kyoto Driving Park straight away, you're going to be clocking in over 240 kilometers per hour, which doesn't really sound that amazing. But the way this car just travels through corners, you can have such a high level of grip, or you can just have the vehicle step out. You can get it to slide, which is what I like. You can have fun with the Lexus LFA. You aren't restricted in your driving style. It will honestly just adapt to your driving. So the Lexus LFA is honestly an amazing vehicle to own. Completely bone stock, it is a lot of fun. Now, if we head on over to the tuning shop, well, you're going to be able to spend quite a bit of money upgrading it. So after fully upgrading this vehicle, and by the way, it doesn't have stage 5 weight reduction, it doesn't even have stage 4 weight reduction, so just keep that in mind. So with the performance being fully upgraded, we see that the vehicle has 708 brake horsepower and a weight of 1,154 kgs. So to be honest with you, kinda underwhelming. I thought we were gonna see at least 800 horsepower out of this car, so for us not even hitting 710, it's kind of a letdown. So now, If we head on over to GT Auto, we have two options for front splitter, we have two options for side skirts, we have three options for rear wing, including wingless, type A, type B, as well as a custom wing option. So you can turn this into the Nürburgring version of the Lexus LFA. So the Lexus LFA, when it comes to customization, there is quite a fair bit compared to a lot of other vehicles, so you can just dress it up and make it look even better than it already does. So now, fully upgraded, the vehicle on racing soft tires with max downforce, with max parts. The vehicle comes in at 769.45 performance points. So we under its 800 performance points mark, and I feel like this is bang on, because I can't see this actually really running away from 800 performance points vehicles. Look, it's fast, it sounds incredible, it's amazing. I was expecting a bit more, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. So with the vehicle being fully maxed out around Kyoto Driving Park, you're gonna see yourself set lap times around the 1 minute 31 second mark, which isn't groundbreaking, it isn't insanely fast. It just adds another great option for being a good sports car. It's not the fastest thing out there, because as we've seen with the Ferrari F8 Tributo, it will absolutely wipe the floor with the Lexus LFA. But the thing is, if you want Ferrari F8 levels of performance, go and buy a Ferrari F8. You are buying a Lexus LFA because you want that iconic engine tone, you want the iconic performance, the looks, the styling. You just want a Lexus LFA. So you can't really compare it and start looking, I wish it had this, I wish it had that, because with the Lexus LFA you have to accommodate for what it is, and you have to appreciate it, because remember, this vehicle, yes, it costs 1.5 million credits, but this vehicle is insane. And considering the fact that Lexus actually lost money every time they produced one of these vehicles, because of how much money they spent developing it. It just goes to show you how much of a loving project went into this Lexus. This Lexus LFA, honestly, when it comes to supercars, I've never seen, or I haven't felt an emotion or an attachment to a supercar the way I have with the Lexus LFA. It hasn't screamed iconic, like, wow, look, there are faster supercars, there are better looking supercars, but the Lexus LFA just has such a special part in my heart, and I think it has in your heart too. So the Lexus LFA, it's not the fastest thing around, it's not the cheapest thing around. However, this car will leave you speechless and with a massive smile on your face. Now when it comes to money grinding with the Lexus LFA, you can drop it down to 700 performance points and use it around the WTC 700. However, you aren't gonna get very far, because with the vehicle being on fuel map level 6, we see that by the time we cross the line, we only have 64% of fuel remaining, which means you're only going to be able to run 2 laps before needing to go and refuel. And considering the fact that your first initial lap you're running about a 4-minute 10-second lap, isn't really screaming the fastest thing out there. So when it comes to money grinding, this really wouldn't be my first option. The Lexus LFA, is it worth 1.5 million? Yes it is. Was it worth the wait? Yes. So with all this being said, hope you guys do go on to enjoy this video. Don't forget, leave a like and subscribe for more Gran Turismo 7 content, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.